What is up, YouTube? That's here today. I'm back playing more Pokemon VGC 2023 Regulation D battles. That's right, it's finally July. It's finally time to hit that ranked ladder. And yeah, just play some Regulation D. Before we get into the battles today, I want to ask you guys the question of the day. The question of the day is, are you planning on watching the VGC World Championships this year? I know we just had NEIC last weekend. And if you are planning on watching Worlds, what Pokemon do you think we will see? What Pokemon do you think we will see that are like sleeper OP picks? You know, in previous formats, we've seen players like Sejun Park use Pachirisu and dominate Worlds. And so today we're actually going to be channeling a little bit of Pachirisu. And I guess I'll go show you that over here. I'll show you guys our team because our team's actually really cool. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're using that good old-fashioned sunroom. Sunroom with Pachirisu. It's right over, I think we passed it right here. So yeah, we're using Sunroom, but with Pachirisu. And so we're gonna be using a Choice Scarf Pachirisu to Policy proc / Weak Armor proc our Armarouge and go into Entity to make sure we can go for huge expanding forces on turn 1. But also we can just go for like Follow Me Trick Room, or like Follow Me Ice Horse stuff, or even Hisui and Lilligant Torkoal stuff. Very standard Sunroom stuff that we're going to be using today. And hopefully we get some wins. Hopefully Pachirisu pops off. And yeah, wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Regidrago, Tornadus, Urshifu, Cresselia. Really good team. It's really hard for Torkoal to break those standard like Heatran cores, but I think we got tools in the form of like Lilligant. I think we got good tools in Glastrier probably. I just need to get up Trick Room. That's probably the hard part. I wouldn't be surprised if that Cresselia was there to like Trick Room other Trick Room setters. And so that being said, I kind of do still want to lead with some weird stuff. What if I were to lead like Lilligant? What if I were to like lead Lilycole? I want to do the combo though. Why don't I just do the combo then? These two, plus like Glastrier to check the Heatran. And then I guess you can still go Entity. Entity. Yeah, seems good. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the combo. I'm just gonna do the combo. We're just gonna go win. Let's just win. You ever just win? You ever just do that winning thing? So remember, this lead conditions our opponent to like over-respecting Follow Me Trick Room. They're gonna be like, yo, I don't need to set anything weird. They're just gonna go Follow Me Trick Room. If they lead like Tornadus Urshifu, they're not gonna set Tailwind here. And we see Cresselia Fluttermane. Cool. Yeah, I'm also not Trick Rooming this turn. So it's like, it's also pretty good for me. Is that booster, special attack, or speed? Special attack. Cool. I'm gonna try and kill that thing. So the way this works is we wanna go, and I would love it if they Trick Roomed me still. That'd be actually still really cool. So we're gonna go Grass Terra here, and Expanding Force. And then we're going to Scarf U-turn into our own Armarouge and then bring in our Entity after proccing a Policy and getting a Weak Armor proc. It's so cool. I think it's just so cool. You don't see tech like this every day. And I know there's a Heatran in the back of their team. Right now they're definitely thinking like, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like an Imprison from the Flutter either. Like this looks so much like Redirection Trick Room, right? It's so good. Everything's staying in, no Heatrans. Also, Heatran does not want to eat like a Psy-Terrain boosted Weakness Policy Expanding Force. That's the thing, it's like it doesn't want to eat it. So we're U-turning. This is going to be activating our Armoure's Weakness Policy and its Weak Armor. This is a super effective hit. And then we can just bring in the NDD, set the terrain, and go big Expanding Force into both of those guys. I love it. I love it. And if you Trick Room me, like, I do want the Trick Room up. So it's not like it's the end of the world. I can just pivot out the Entity for like Glastrier and just win the game. So let's see it. I'd like to get that Fluttermane off the board. I guess we can come in with Glastrier if they do Trick Room us. Because I know we still have to get the Tramp to break the Entity, or break the Fluttermane. Let's go. Let's go. My brain is so big. That was well disguised. More disguised than other teams that have done this sort of combo, right? And then we still have that Pachi in the back if we need it. It's so good. Alright, Expanding Force. Please go away, Flutter. Nice. Look at that damage versus Crest, too. That's so much damage. Remember, just because Crest is levitating, we're the ones that are grounded, right? We're the ones that are grounded. So the cool thing about this is you can bring out whatever you want. You probably have that Heatran in the back. I would not be surprised to see Heatran. And they know that we have Weak Armor and not Flash Fire. So like, oh, Drago. I'm faster than you, I think. Actually, I don't know if I'm faster than Drago. Let me think about that. Let me actually think if I'm faster than this Regidrago. Because, like, this EV spread on this Armarouge is from, like, Series 2. So, like, it was made... So, it's 1 of 4. It's faster than Pult. So, I'm not faster than your Regidrago. So, that means we just Protect. And Trick Room. And then I'm assuming that you're a Scarf Drago. Right? You're so scarfed. Have you ever seen anything more scarfed than that Regidrago? I guess I could just Psychic, though, and just, like, this is also just fine. If you just, like, really, really weaken them. And if they Trick Room me, like, well, that's fine. Like, if they go Protect Regidrago Trick Room, that means that they weren't scarfed. Protect. Hey, cool. Hey, that works. Are you Trick Rooming? Are you actually Trick Rooming with this Crest? No way, bro. I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. Do we need to keep this Armarouge around? There's no reason to click. I can't believe they Trick Roomed. I mean, we have the right tools in the back to win. We have Pachi plus these two. We don't need to lose both of our Mons this turn. I actually think the right play is to try and go for a double Protect for sure, and just Psychic the Regidrago. Get some good damage in. We got the double! Yo! That's nice. That is nice. Ally switch, the maximum degeneracy. Okay, okay, cool. That works. And we need just a little bit more damage against Crest, too. So, nice. Yeah, we don't need to reset Trick Room. We have an Ice Horse in the back. And Ally Switch is the type of move that does fail if used in succession. So, Trick Room, Ally Switch. They should Psychic. Dragon Energy is going to do a lot. It's not going to KO our Entity, and that's, you know, pretty much to be expected. Note that we do underspeed them. And so this turn, our Psychic will go into that Regidrago slot. With no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think I'm just going to click the Expanding Force. And I could Protect my Entity this turn, but I don't think I need to. I think I'd rather just get the Psychic out into the Drago to severely weaken the Dragon Energy. Oh! I don't think they KO us. We have Psychic. We have Seeds. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So this is going to really weaken up, especially if we like crit or something. That's not enough. They're probably going to get the KO here. This is probably Dragon Fang boosted. Oh my god, we hold. Yo, my Armarouge set is very thick. They're going to lose that Drago here. They're going to lose it and take a lot more damage on that Crest. Now, there is still a Trick Room up. And they do still have Terra. But we have all the tools to win in Trick Room. We can even, like, read a Protect. Like, this guy is just so cracked here. Their Ally Switch is up. Is it Heatran that they're bringing out here? It is Heatran. Okay. Two turns on Terrain. Sorry, one turn on Terrain, 2 turns on Trick Room. The right play is to just KO the Cresselia then. And get a +1 and then take out the Heatran the next turn. So we just Protect here. Just to Protect. No reason to not to. And that should still KO Crest. Just to make sure that we can KO this thing. Get to Protect it with that Armarouge. You can just go Heat Wave. It won't do anything. Like, Helping Hand Heat Wave shouldn't KO our horse. Nice. Now, they didn't Terrastalize that Heatran. I'm very surprised to see no Terrastalize on that Heatran. But Chilling Neigh all the way. We got an AV boost. Flamethrower. They read it. That doesn't KO, though. Oh, a burn! No! Not like this! Whoa, that sucks. That's going to be super not good. And the Flamethrower over the Heat Wave. You don't see that one as often. You really don't. That is unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. Because now we just don't do as much damage, but we still might KO them. They didn't Terrastalize. I wonder why not. I mean, I'll click this. And I'll click this. Grass Terra? This is still a lot. We're still at +1. Yo! They didn't Terra, right? They had Crest, Heatran, Flutter. Did they Terrastalize something? Either way, we take those wins, dude. We take those big wins. Big wins out here. That's what we like to see. It's Drago. Did they Terrastalize Drago? I don't think so. We take those wins. All right, Torn Urshi. All right, with a little bit of Dragonite. So this is great. I actually really, really like what Pachi Armarouge does to this. They can go for, like, they can totally go, like, all in, like, sucker punches and all that, like, crazy stuff. But we can just hard switch in the Entity and take away those priority moves. So this is great. And there is no Heatran. So we got Torkoal in the back ready to clean up. We don't even need Ice Horse. Let's go. So this is going to be great. This is, like, the exact type of team I want to play against. And I wonder if they're clicking, like, if they lead Fardraft, that means they have Imprison. And we can just Armor Cannon that thing turn 1. We don't actually have to go all in. And then we bring in the Entity, and, like, I think we're good. If I was them, I'd be... The way this lead's conditioned, right? You should be trying to go after the Pachi. You know, the lead that we saw in the very first turn, right? They went for, like, the Psychic into the Pachi slot because it turned into the Entity. Ooh, do we want to Trick Room here? We could just Goose Follow Me Trick Room here. There's nothing stopping us from Follow Me Trick Room here. You can take out the Pachi, and then I just bring a Torkoal and I win. Like, if they're going to mess up, I can win even more, bro. Like, I don't have to go, like, Dumbo. Yeah, this is super fun. So that's the cool thing about this lead. I can go with the U-turn combo, but I can also just, like, redirect Trick Room if you're not going to correctly respect my options. And then we just have to get the Shemp off the board. Probably bring in the Entity for, like, 1 turn. And maybe go, like, Follow Me Armor Cannon or something. And then, like, Torkoal in just a little bit after that. Taunt. Yeah, so we have to respect that. And then you can totally, like, kill... You can KO this Pachi, by the way. Ice Spinner, and they're respecting an Entity switch in. Ooh, they don't even get the KO. It's cool with me. Yeah, we're actually not in, like, a hurry here. Let's think about how we want to deal with this. Do we want to Armor Cannon... I actually will. I'm going to Armor Cannon there just to get that thing off the board and hard switch in Torkoal. Because they shouldn't be Rain Dancing right now. If anything, they're going to go Ice Spinner just to get the Pachi off the board. And so it's a free play to get that Torn just absolutely deleted. And we don't want to lose our terrain by swapping in an Entity here. And then next turn, we can swap out Armorage for Entity, block the Sucker Punch on the Torkoal and go for Eruption. So it's a really, really good play. Wow, they actually did that. Yeah, we still hold, but like... And then we get like a speed boost. Oh my god, what is this game, bro? They shouldn't have Sucker Punched there. I mean, we just click Follow Me, bro. Ah, that's so frustrating. They shouldn't have done that. Bleak Wind can miss. They miss on Torkoal, but they KO the Armorage. Unfortunate, but still fine. Unfortunate, but still okay. Because we just go Entity here. I mean, it just sucks, because now they can Rain Dance, right? And I'm assuming that they have Sash. On the, yeah, they should have Sash on the Torn, or sorry, on the Shempout. But they're going to Rain Dance. So we can just go for a Psychic into this guy. And then Eruption. I don't know if we actually want a Terra. I will Terra. Because we're going to need it. But let's see the Rain Dance. That's so unfortunate. I can't believe they Sucker Punched that slot. But like, we could have swapped an Entity. There's so many things that we could have done differently there. And they just went like herp derp. And like, we could have Follow Me'd. Oh my gosh, like we were so fine just to click Follow Me. I guess I could have just done it and not try to get cute. Try to get an extra turn here. Let's see how much damage we do through Rain Dance. We're actually not that behind here. With no Rain Dance, that's fine. The plan here was to get as much damage as possible, right? As much damage as humanly possible. There's the Sash there. Psychic's not going to do anything. I should probably have D-Gleam over Psychic. We have Psychic just for things like Amoonguss in hands. And then fodder the Pachi. We were swap out Torkoal, bring back in the Pachi. We were trying to double in to make sure the Torn went off the board. Let's see what they actually do here. Ice Spinner? Ice Spinner, that slot's fine. We don't need the terrain as much. Because next turn we can just click Follow Me and block the Sucker Punch into the Torkoal, which they're going to go for even though it's incorrect. Right? So like, I still think we're good. But like, man, we could have been so much better by just playing Standard. But I think it's another thing to show this team can play like so many different ways. And it's actually kind of hard to keep track of like the speed stats that change. Alright, Urshi Water, right? So, this is a weird one. I'm super fine clicking Eruption, Follow Me, losing the Entity, KOing the Shempout, chunking the Urshifu, and then bringing out Pachi and doing it again. I think we could try in some situations to go for a Psychic into the Urshi, and I think that's a little bit too greedy. I think it's too greedy. We already showed the situation where we should have been less greedy. I guess we could have just used Psychic, bro. Dude, that's twice now I've gotten the unlucky situation. It's like they play reserved here, but not reserved earlier. They didn't even like. Oh my god, this guy has no idea how to like manage damage levels. It's so incredibly hard to read players that don't manage the damage levels. Like they're not protecting when Trick Room's up, but then they protect like, the middle of Trick Room, but not like it's. You could weave and protect every other turn and have so much value. But instead, like this is just the game that they play. You know, I should just completely rein it in and just go for follow me Trick Room, follow me Eruption, like I'm doing right now. You know, and let them misplay, which is what they're doing. That's super fine. It's game. We got it. We just let them misplay. They could have done so many different things. I feel bad for them. But yeah, that's game. So we'll take this one. So we went one game where we went with the policy proc play into the Indity, and then we had this game where we go for just a follow me Trick Room play into just Torkoal stuff, which is, this is what I would like to do a lot of the time too against teams that don't have Heatran. I think Heatran's a very, very good Pokemon, but you know, you don't see it everywhere. So Shenpao's going to go down, and I think we still have one more turn of Trick Room, and even if we don't, we can just go Redirection, Eruption. Even if they Dazzling Him or something, they're not going to be able to break any damage on Torkoal, and they've already used their Sash, so. Now let's see. Let's see what the play is here. They're not specs because they use Protect as well, so it's like we don't really have to care. I mean, a Dazzling is going to do like 20% to Torkoal, so we're fine. So click Follow Me. Clicked Erupt. And, oh, they're going Terra. Even if they block this, I still think we're fine. Like, what are you going? Fairy Terra? Go nuts. Better late than never, right? So D-Gloom's going to do like 20%. I'm going to laugh. They like Shadow Ball. I've spam followed me for like 3 turns. We still have a second follow me user in Pachirisu in the back here too. So even if they did do something, we just have a second follow me user to be able to go for another Eruption if we need it. So there's a D-Gloom. That's the right play. It should KO the Entity. Yep, and Torkoal takes a good chunk, but I still think we got it. It's a lot, actually, but Torkoal should still get it. It's single target Eruption, Specs, Sun boosted, Fire Terra boosted, big damage. Yeah, and again, we had a second Pachi in the back if we needed it, so we'll take those wins, and we'll continue climbing the ladder with Torkoal. That's what we like to see. I thank my lucky stars. Every game there's no Heatran. Let's see. They can go for the Rain Dance combos with like the Torn Urshiin. So you have to like respect that board a little bit. But I do think that we're in a fine spot to just do the Armarouge combo here, because when I lead Armarouge and Pachi, you're conditioned into a couple things. You might Rain Dance to make sure you can KO something. Like Rain Dance plus Surging Strikes is a good play, and that straight loses to that combo where I Terrasilize my Armarouge, U-turn, come in with Indity, and just Expanding Force double KO both your Mons. If you're Sash, that's fine, but then like next turn I can just redirect and do it again, right? So I think it's a really, really solid play. I'm going to bring the Torkoal here, and then definitely, like you said, the Indity in that situation. There are arguments to be made for Glastrier to come in this matchup, but I don't think we need it. You don't have any hard rain setters. You have a rain caster in your Torn, and that's it. So I think we're super fine, and we should be able to get this big win with Pachi Armarouge. You know, remember, the question of the day is, like, are you going to watch the World Championships this year? Let me know. It's happening in, like, the end of August, right? In 2014, Sejun Park won the World Championships with Pachirisu, and it was like a niche pick that he had been developing over the whole season. It's his favorite Pokemon, and like it's really cool to see people like actually put the work in with the Pokemon, like a meme niche Pokemon, and see it pay off in such a big way for him winning Worlds. Like, I wonder what Pokemon we're going to see this year. Let me know in the comments. It's exactly that we said we were going to see. So you shouldn't Tailwind here. This looks like I can click Redirection Trick Room, bring in my Indity, and win. And hell, that might even be a better play. It really might. Like, seriously, 100%. That might even be better. Which is like, actually, do I want to do that? That's actually really fucking good looking. I can do the combo. I'm doing the combo, dude. I'm here for a fun time. I'm gonna do the combo. No way they see this coming, bro. Put some respect. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Doing the combo. I could just go Redirection Trick Room here. It would stop the taunt. It would stop the Tailwind. It would stop everything. I would just go Redirect Trick Room, bring in Indity, and just... we're good. But I want to do this. I want to do this. No way you Tailwind me, bro. I'll be so sad. Taunt. Yeah, Taunt's fine. Ain't nobody caring about Taunt out here. Now, you could have Sash on one of these guys, too. And I don't know which one it is, which makes it scary, right? But we going big time. I will get KO'd by Rapid Strike if they decide to actually go in there. And another reason why you wanted to do like the combo like that is like, let's say I go for the redirection Trick Room and then they didn't KO the Pachi. Like, what if they're like swords dancing and taunting that turn? I'd be left with like a Trick Rooming Armarouge because I redirected the taunt with like no way to capitalize on it. So that's why I still wanted to do this combo. And I'm going to bring the Entity. And so this is going to set the terrain. And the expanding forces are going to hit huge unless you got a Scarf Urshi. Which, like, you might. Okay, they don't. Whew. No Sash either, bro. That's cheating. Dude, we out here, boys. Dude, we out here. Bruh. Where are you looking? I got redirection up. I got terrain up. I can Trick Room with my Entity up. Like, oh, we're in such a good spot right now. You got no weather. There's no way. You have to overcommit to respect the Pachi Armarouge. It's so good. Even in like an open team sheet, this still could be good because it's a 50-50. I'm going to Armor Cannon the crap out of that Goldango. Or, I still am. Yeah, they're dead. You're done, so. And we just redirect. We should just actually like we should just Expanding Force and Trick Room with this Entity. It's a better play. Yeah, it is, because you just bring out Torkoal and Torkoal checks Goldango. Yep. Yep. No reason to do anything extra. This also, like, low-key does better against, like, weird Terras that they have. Because, like, let's say I overcommitted the Goldango and they go Water Terra for some reason. Right? That would be not great. I don't think we're going to see Dark Terra on any of them. Yeah, there's the Terra. They could be terastallizing the Basket Leech and they're going to lose it if they do. There's the Terra. Are you Water? Am I good? Steel. I mean, you could totally go for, like, your big damage move. You won't break the Entity, which is our win condition here. Expand these. And you take a big chunk. Yeah. That's so much damage, bro. Bro, that's so much damage. Make it rain? Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. We hold. You crit my Armarouge, but it's just Trick Room, bro. It's just Trick Room, bro. You can't break this Entity. Armarouge goes down. And again, I like this play because it lets us, like, let's say, what if the Goldango, like, protected and, like, they got free damage in our Entity? This guarantee, like, gets us net wins and sets up for, like, a turn 2 KO. Like, a turn 2, we win the game. Because if you, like, protected Basket Legion into that play, still bring in the Torkoal, and I have the same exact pin up, right? So, I like everything about how we played this. And then Torkoal comes out here, and we just win the game. And the guy's like, bro, this guy perfectly 100%ed me. And I'm like, that's the idea. Doesn't matter what we used. And the battle was canceled. We stay taking those wins as teams busted. And it's going to be up on Patreon. Probably by the time this video is up on YouTube. So if you want to use this team, think about checking out the Patreon. Link to it in the description. Even the lowest tier gets access to this team and all the other Regulation D singles and VGC teams that I've been using recently. Okay, Heatran. All right, so against Cress Luna, I like leading like this. I think you actually, especially against like other Trick Room teams, you can just lead like this. If they want to Trick Room, that means that it's up to their other teammate to do something. So if they would like Cress Luna, and I use the Lilligant to like stop the Luna from doing something, their Cress is going to Trick Room, Torkoal just wins the game. And I like this play a lot. I also think you want to bring this guy to break the Heatran, and we can let them get as many procs off with that Heatran as possible. Because, like, Lilligant would be able to punish the Heatran as well. So, like, I think this is fine. I'm going to bring the Armarouge in here as well. They definitely need to bring Heatran, right? But, like, I wonder what else they're going to bring. Like, if they lead, like, a Moongus Crest, we win. And if they lead, like... If they lead Ursa Luna Crest, we have a decent matchup against that. If they want to go Flutter Crest, we have a decent matchup against that. So, it's like... We'll see how this goes. I think we got shots here. I wonder if the Sash is on the Flutter and if it's like a Photosynthesis speed or special attack boost. This could go dicey, but I still think we have a slight advantage here. So, what I really like about this sleep, right, is I like being able to lead Torkoal to pin that Crest. They would like to click Eruption. Sorry, Trick Room. Sorry, they want to click Trick Room. But we don't know what the Ursa Luna is going to do. Are they going to be Water Terra, Fairy Terra, Ground Terra? Like, I could just click Solar Blade into that Luna. I might get the KO, I might not, but they could go Terastallized Fairy and make me take neutral or not very effective damage from this. And so I think the right play is always to Sleep Powder the Luna before I can get the Guts proc, and just go with an absolutely massive Eruption, and then set up a situation where they Trick Room, because the Crest is going to live about 20%, and then the next turn Torkoal just wins with the Eruption. And again, I actually hard switch out my Lilligant for the Clash Trio, which is the Heatran check. So I really, really like this play. And note that they're not Terastallizing, so all we gotta do is hit the Sleep Powder, and we should be good to go. This is fine. Like, this is not like a situation which Ursaluna really wants to be hanging around that much. Like, you block the Sleep Powder, that's totally okay, but then, like, your Crest is gonna take way too much damage here. I wonder if they, like, protect, like, Psychicking my Lilligant? You totally could. They're probably... Oh, they're Trick Rooming, because they're slower than the Torkoal. So that's great. This is a lot of damage. Yeah, like, you hold, but, like, at what cost, right? And then, like, we don't know what sort of Ursaluna you have. But I don't know if it can actually eat the Torkoal, like, damage. I don't know if it can actually eat that. And so I'm thinking about this. You'd be swapping out one of these Mons for Heatran. We're going to KO the Crest, which means we won't actually lose the Ursaluna. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to close combat into the Ursaluna slot. It's protected, it's on cooldown. And we can probably get, like, a situation where we would be able to win here. Up. Helping Hand. I mean, go nuts. I think my Torkoal just kills this thing. We'll see, though. I mean, maybe not. But we always have Sash on our Lilligant. So, like, the very least, Crest is down. That thing's down. You can bring out the Heatran, but like I said, Torkoal will just kill the Heatran's teammate, and we can just 1v1 the Heatran with our Lilligant. And that's awesome. And we still have all these other Mons in the back. So it's like, Crest Luna isn't really great if they don't get that first Earthquake off. And we tried our best to stop them by going for Sleep Powder. Hands. Okay, so you have Fake Out. Fake Out plus Heatran. There's the Heatran. Cool. So, like, I think we're good to just do whatever we want here. If you Fake Out my Torkoal, and, like, I actually think the right play is, actually, this is going to look super weird. I think you just stay in. Like, we're just good to go. Yeah, Fake Out the Torkoal, but then, like, now you don't have 2 moves to break the Lilligant, right? So I get to close combat your Heatran. You need to burn my Lilligant. You need to burn Lilligant. I already got burned on my last year once this set. And I think we're just going to get it. Yep, awesome. Yeah, see, it's like, it's fine that it didn't die. I wish that it did. It's probably Eevee to not die. But, like, I think we're in a good spot here. Lefties Heatran. And so let's actually think what we need to get done here. What do we have in the back? We have Ice Horse and Armorage. Armorage outspeeds that Heatran and can KO it. I think we just will get double KO'd. Right? Let me think about this. 2 turns left here. Ice Horse underspeeds can KO that guy too. We have Terrad. The right play is to Sleep Powder that thing. I probably should have just Sleep Powdered that thing earlier, but this is okay. Double into the hand slot, and it's fine. Eruption, it's totally good. We're going to give Flash Fire proc. Not that it really matters at all. Just good damage versus hands. Yep. And then Drain Punch there. Okay. And then we're going to get KO'd by, like, Earth Power. I hope they don't... They can't sub, which is really good for us. And then it's up to the Ice Horse Rodeo themselves. Yeah, Earth Power's fine. So our play here is to, like, attack the Heatran slot, which I'm probably going to close combat it, because I still think we can get the KO, even with, like, if they were, like, Bug Terra. Yeah. You definitely don't go, like, stomping, because, like, they could go Flying Terra and just stop it. But I still think if they were to go, like, Terra Flying, they might die to close combat. And then I'm going to Armor Cannon your hands, and I don't think hands can KO both these guys. Drain Punch into my Glass Chair is going to do decent damage, but it's not like it's going to just KO me either. So we're fine. And this is the last turn of Trick Room, so then, like, next turn, Armor should be able to check some stuff. So yeah, we're going to go for the close combat into the Heatran, and just an Armor Cannon over here. And if you were to... No, I think this is super fine, because we underspeed the Heatran with our Glass Chair too, so, like, we should be good. Yeah. Let's see what happens. There shouldn't be a Terra that gets you out of this situation, to the best of my ability. So that happens. And then, like, It doesn't matter if you Drain Punch the Glass Barrier, even after I got these defense drops. Even if you go to full, next turn Trick Room ends, and even if I think there might be one more turn I can just protect and then Armor Cannon again, you know? Shilling Nay all the way, that's what I like to say. Drain Punch, there it is. We hold because we're literally like a busted S tier level Pokemon. You can go back up to full, but look at this damage. Like, just look at it, bro. Look at that. That's a lot. Sun boosted. It's a lot of damage. Alright, and then Armarouge's stats drop. Sunlight fades. Dimensions return back to normal. So now I can just Expanding Force it. And go for, like, a Stomping Tantrum. And you shouldn't be able to stop both of these. You can go, like, well, like, some sort of... I don't think they tear it. But, like, we take these. Yep. And you can't stop both. You can Drain Punch my Armarouge if you want. Volt Switch! Okay. Hey, dude, I'm seeing what they're going to do here. We're actually going to mix it back up and go back for the Armor Cannon. And the reason we're going to Armor Cannon is because we don't want to go, like, Expanding Force and have them Moke Dark Terror or something, right? They didn't tear it, right? I just want to make sure. They had the Crest, the Heatran, no, they didn't tear it. But, like, they don't always have to have, like, the right defensive Terras. If all their Terras do is, like, double dip, like, if that was, like, a Fire Terra Heatran, there's no reason to ever do it. If that was, like, a Ground Terra Ursa, you know, it wouldn't have helped. Same thing with the Crest. So... we'll stay taking those wins. And, yeah, we're just going another one. There's a lot of Trick Room teams on the ladder today. And we're using Trick Room too, but we're punishing these other Trick Room teams, and that's what we like to see. Okay, I don't know what that Berserker's for, but I don't really care. Let's think about how we want to play this. I think that there's nothing wrong with doing the Armory's tech again. I'm going to do this tech again. And then definitely, like, Torkoal. I think Torkoal's very good against this core. And then I think just bringing the Entity, being able to stop... like the Grims and stuff like that, very, very nice. It could be Urshi Dark on this team, definitely. But let's see what happens. So they have Fake Outs, which means if we really want to do something like Trick Room with our Armor, we can just hard swap the Pachi for Indity, soak the Fake Out, block the Prankster taunts, go for a Trick Room, and then have a board that's just Indity Armarouge, which is super fine. I don't think there's an issue with that, like, at all. If they want to open up with a Moongus as well, we're going Grass Tear with our Armarouge, so it's not like we can get Spored. I think we're just in a good spot. We should have probably led with Indity. But if I lead Indity, that conditions them more into, like, using other moves that we don't want them to use. Like, I don't want them to lead Mousehold, actually. I don't want them to think that they can just go Pop Bomb into stuff either. So, like, I think this exact play should tunnel them into the right type of mentality that we want them to have. They don't need Tailwind. They don't need any sort of, like, fast Mons. Urshifu Trainers, this is exactly that we've conditioned every single time. I love that this flowchart works. You don't click Tailwind here. If anything, you click Rain Dance and lose both your Mons, or get something Sash Clocked. Preferably none of them. So yeah, we're just going to go Grass Terra, click the Expanding Force. It doesn't really matter who we target. I guess they do have Ice Spinner potential, and if that's the case, I'd rather get Tornadus off the board. And then we just go for a U-turn into this guy and bring in our Indity. No way you read this. No way you Tailwind. There's no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it. You should see this, see the Follow Me Trick Room, and just be like, okay, well, you're going to get Trick Room up. Because this lead doesn't have anything that stops it. They're Terastallizing, right? I still think you get KO'd if you Water Terry here. I still think it's an Oko. And I'm really happy to see them blow their Terastallize this early. Or if you're sashed, you're sashed. But, like, it's fine. We're going to the empty slot anyways. So let's see it. Hopefully you're not Scarf Torn. That's the one thing I'm really afraid of on this team is, like, Scarf Urshi. I meant Scarf Urshi, not Scarf Torn. Because they don't need Tailwind if they're Scarfed, right? And so if they're just, like, Rain Dancing and they just go right into my Armarouge, no, they'd still hit the Pachi. So let's see it. There's the taunt. Yeah, we're not... See, that's another thing. We're not setting Trick Room, right? We're winning the game. So we're in a U-turn. And so actually, they shouldn't be Scarf, because Pachi's base 95, which means I guess they could be Adamant Scarf, which they shouldn't be. Because Pachi wouldn't outspeed if it was super, super Scarf Urshi. I think I'm the only one that uses, like, Scarf Urshi next to Torn. But let's see it. Right into this Indity. I wonder if we should just let him sit here for a sec. I wonder if they'll, like, DC if we just sit here for a sec. No, I'm not going to do that to him. That's rude. Just let them sit for, like, the full 60 seconds, even though they know what I'm bringing in. They know what I'm about. Psychic Surge activates, which lets our Expanding Force hit both targets and get the stat boost. And Expanding Force. Let's go. Any sashes? Nope. See, it works every time, bro. It works every time. This flowchart is sick. Everyone's like, Urshitor. I'm like, lose the Pachirisu. Call me Sejun Park. That's a +2. I wonder if like this would even. I wonder if this is better or worse because Sejun did so well with Pachi. I wonder if they like know that the memes are coming. And then you ran Amoonguss, but like I didn't trick room, so like I can just KO the Amoonguss Mousehold. Oh my gosh, bro, not like this though. I'm gonna just go Expanding Force, and I think I'm just gonna go Expanding Force and Follow Me because you could be Sash on either of those. You could go Dark Terror on either. They're probably just gonna scoop, cause like that's a wrap, bro. That's donezo. I love this flowchart, dude. They're staying in. No Terras. I mean, they're in Terra the Urshi, duh. I'm an idiot. Well, they're dead. Well, then they're gone. You know, that's what we like to see. 2-turn victory, bro. 2 turns. 2 turns. His team wins in 2 turns on the ranked ladder in Regulation D. And I'm not even, like, I have the Glass Trio, right? But I'm not even using any new Pokemon. We've had Pachirisu this whole time. Just goes to show there's so many cool things you can still do with old tools in new metas. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you guys want to try out this rental code for yourself or take a look at my EVs or anything like that, take a look at the Patreon. We're making new content every single day. Got a team submission post going up if you guys want me to fix your own teams and use your rental codes in videos. And we're going to be hosting some tournaments for both singles and doubles a little bit later on this month. So even the lowest tier, the $2 tier, gets access to all that stuff. I also offer one-on-one coaching in the Patreon. So if that's something that interests you, think about checking it out. Let me know what you think. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.